Let's talk magnesium. You've heard that magnesium is really good for you and you're taking some form of magnesium. What are you taking magnesium for? And how many people understand that magnesium could be the missing mystery mineral that's really important for dealing with fatigue? I'm going to talk about this because that's what I like to think about. A lot of people, we talk about fatigue is they're tired because they're not sleeping through the night, or they're in physical pain throughout the night, or they're waking up and their heart rate is going up at night, right? Like there are things that happen that then cause you to not have that restful, restorative sleep, the reset, so that you wake up in the morning ready to rock and roll again. How many people's fatigue is rooted in these problems that I just mentioned, whether it's poor sleep, right? Or heart rate changes that go up and down in the middle of the night, right? Or physical pain. How many people have physical pain that wake them up or keep them up throughout the night? And the key is I want us to think about pain and sleep and magnesium deficiency. Do you know there's all different kinds of magnesium? I can think off the top of my head, 6, 7, 8 different kinds of magnesium in its different forms. And they do different things for the different people at different times. So really importantly, when we think about fatigue, right? We think about, wow, magnesium is actually needed for energy making. Okay, magnesium is needed for thousands of biochemical reactions in your body to make energy, to make hormones, to make brain hormones. And magnesium is also a mineral that's really helpful for nerves to conduct properly. So all of you guys with tachycardia, heart rate things, right? Even like leg cramps or pain, chronic pain, a lot of that has to do with pain nerves firing and firing and firing. And what happens is magnesium calms those nerves, okay? Magnesium also fuels the energy making and hormone making that happens while you sleep. So how mission critical is that? Very. Now, formulation of magnesium. 95% of the magnesium on the market is magnesium citrate or magnesium oxide. They don't absorb. So what is that good for? If you take a magnesium like Calm over the counter and you put it into a glass and you drink it every night, that's magnesium citrate or oxide. That form of magnesium doesn't absorb, so it doesn't go past your gut into your bloodstream. So guess what it's good for? Constipation, because it stays in your bowels, and as a result, your bowels will send fluid in there, water. So it actually helps loosen stool. It's really great for constipation. Not good if you need magnesium in your brain, in your hormone-making cells, or in your mitochondria. Not the right magnesium. So really importantly, in Restore Me, it's specific magnesium blend of magnesium bisglycinate that is designed to cross the gut-blood barrier and also work around brain barrier. We need a magnesium form that can actually cross into joints and tendons and muscle, and that can also go to your brain to make brain hormones if it's needed, right? So bisglycinate formulation in Restore Me in this blend is really formulated for that reason. So it isn't going to be causing you a problem. Some people take magnesium, they're like, it causes me to have diarrhea or something. Well, you're taking that form, which is the over-the-counter form that is helpful for people with constipation. That doesn't do jack for energy making. So this in Restore Me 2 in the evening is super helpful actually to help you with whether it's falling asleep, staying asleep. It's helpful for decreasing pain because it calms the nerves that fire the pain fibers, right? And it actually fuels your ovaries, your adrenals, your brain hormones to make those hormones. Lots of hormones are made at night and they freaking need and crave magnesium to do that. Now, we're going to go into absorbability of magnesium and Restore Me also, which is why, there's a 3-punch with digested is in the middle. I got to put digested in the middle because if you think about it, do you think is the biggest problem when people talk about mineral supplement products, whether that's magnesium, calcium, for example, phosphorus? We're talking about these minerals, okay? Mineral vitamins are very dependent on some steps in digestion, okay? So did you know most magnesium, most calcium, even if it's the right form that's supposed to cross the blood-brain barrier, can't be absorbed in a low stomach acid environment? And how many people out there have low stomach acid? Even just that one-step problem. At least 90% of people with autoimmune disease. And I tell you 100% of people with chronic fatigue. So this begs the question, when would be the best time to take Restore Me, this magnesium blend? Well, when would be later in the day? Anytime in the evening, even before bed. However, What do you take it with to make sure it's broken down and absorbed is Bing, digest it. Okay, that's why it's in the middle, right? So with Restore Me, a lot of people take it with dinner, because they take the digested to a dinner and then they add the Restore Me to it, and that ensures is absorption, right? But some people will say, I want to take it closer to bedtime. Then take it with the evening snack, with some food, with their evening meal. And I would take one digested with that bedtime snack, and that'll ensure its absorption. So magnesium for fatigue, it's an amazing thing, but there's a lot of intricacies around this. And so that's why I wanted to take some time to really talk about, magnesium deficiency is a major cause of fatigue because of the symptoms it supports: sleep, heart rate, blood pressure, right? Nerves, energy making, and hormone production. But you got to take the right formulation at the right dose at the right time with digestive support. Okay? Key. All right. So what I would love to do is, I hope that was really helpful. With me and supplementation is I love to teach. And this is why, if you're enjoying the teaching aspect of this, type in chat, what's one thing you've learned, right? I am really big on supplementation for a purpose and for a reason. And when I talk about the daily reset, what I love about it is no additional testing or data is needed for these three to be taken to help this problem. Addition to that, education from me telling you to explain the why is really important, because when you know the why, the how becomes super easy. Because a lot of times people focus on the how. I need to take a magnesium. I need to take this for my fibromyalgia. And before you know it, I need to take this becomes 50 supplements that they don't digest or can tolerate, right? So really important for me is I want to teach, explain the why, then the how becomes easy. And what happens is when you get the daily reset, yes, it comes in this really cool bag that comes with it, number one. Number two is consistency. I want to promote consistency by educating you and supporting you through this. So when you order the daily reset, it comes with what I call a 90-day reset, where I'm going to be coming to you with, check-ins. There's going to be a guide with it. There's a meal plan if you're interested in meal plan to support some of these mitochondrial dysfunctions, for example. There's also a copy of my book is going to be coming with the daily reset bundle. And then there's also a tracker to track your symptoms over the 90 days, because if you do something just for like a week or two, you're not going to get better. But if you do something day after day over 90 days and you're learning, you're being supported, you have check-ins, you got tools, you got a guide, you even know exactly how much water you need to drink, and you have check-ins around that. So for me, all these other pieces that's needed to really fix these underlying core issues around chronic fatigue or any chronic health issue is needed. So that's why with the daily reset, you're going to get a 90-day reset with me as well. And there's a link for that if you're interested in having that level of support, check-in, and education. If you guys are interested in a teach and learn around supplementation or root causes of some of these issues, put those questions in chat. I look at every single comment. I personally look at every single comment, and I will make that happen. And I will add your questions to the queue. All right, everybody? And please, let everyone know, share in the comment section what has been your experience when, let's say, your hormones have been balanced, your digestion has been fixed.